So students, today in our general maths class of 9, we will start a new chapter, that is surface areas and volumes of some solid figures, three-dimensional figures. Three-dimensional means length, breadth, height. So there are several figures. So first of all, the cuboid. So what you do before doing, you get ready with your pen and paper so that you can write the formulas properly, which will help you in doing the sums. Number one, cuboid. Cuboid means a six-sided figure. That means there are six different sides. Suppose you consider the room where you are sitting or the classroom, whatever the room it is, whose length, breadth and heights are different. So these six-sided figures are called cuboid, like brick, a rectangular room, complete room, then a box, cuboidal box also we can say. So means there will be six sides and each side of the cuboid is a rectangle. Okay, remember this, each side is rectangle. So the first formula is lateral surface area of the cuboid. Lateral surface area means the area of the side walls. There are four walls in a room. Suppose if you consider a room, there are four walls. So area of the four walls is called lateral surface area. And the formula is 2 into L plus B into H. Then comes total surface area. So if you consider the room, total surface area means area of the four walls plus the floor where you are standing or sitting and the roof. Okay. So area of a floor, rectangular floor area is L into B. So 2 LB will be added with the four walls. So the formula will become 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. This is the total surface area. Sometimes we write as TSA. First time we are writing, from next time we will not write, but you have to write in details. Okay. So lateral surface area we are writing LSA in this way. In shortcut we will write. Then comes the diagonal. Very important this one. Generally 1 mark question comes on this, on diagonal. What is the longest rod that can be put into a rectangular room or cuboidal room or cubical room, whatever it is, then it will become the diagonal, because diagonal is the longest. So the diagonal of a room formula is, of a cuboid formula is root over L square plus B square plus H square, where L, B, H are what? Length, breadth and height. And then comes volume. Volume of a cuboid formula is L into B into H. This you have got earlier, but here the application, there are more applications are there. Clear it was? Next, number cube. Number 2, cube means what? All sides are same. That means length, breadth, heights all are same. Like the dice of a Ludo. You have seen? So here L, B, H are all same. So if you know the formula of cuboid, you can write the formula of cube also. Because lateral surface area was area of the four walls. Earlier the walls was rectangular. L into B, B into H, L into H, like this way. And this time all equal. So area of one rectangular wall will be what? That means cube means every side is a square. Cube means what? All sides same. Length, breadth, height if same, then one side will become a square. So four walls means 4 square. So the lateral surface area will be equal to 4L square. Similarly, total surface area, 6 sides are there, 6 faces are there. It will become 6L square. Similarly, the diagonal also. See, earlier it was L square plus B square plus H square. Now all L, B, H are same. That means everything is L. So L square plus L square plus L square. It will become root over 3L square. That L will come out. So the diagonal will be square root of 3 into L. And then volume. Same. L into B into H. Now if all are L, so L into L into L, it will become L cube. Clear? So what you do? You keep on writing the formulas. First of all, the cuboid, you draw the diagram, write down all the formulas. Then number 2, cube, write down all the formulas. Next comes right circular cylinder, number 3. So before right circular cylinder, you write down 2 notes. Number 1, circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle, circumference means boundary, is equal to 2 pi r. Then area of the circular ring or cross section. Circular ring, like in bicycle or motorcycle you have seen the rings. Suppose here I have drawn a circular ring. This shaded part is the area of the circular ring. That means there will be 2 concentric circles, one small circle, one big one. Small circle radius small r written, and the greater circle radius capital R written. So area of this ring, that means this portion, shaded portion, this is also called cross section. Its area will be pi into r square minus r square, capital R square minus small r square. Capital R means radius of the bigger circle, small r means radius of the smaller circle. Okay, these 2 things you have to know first. Then come to the right circular cylinder. Cylinder, everyone you have seen, like circular pipe, plastic pipes are there, water pipes and all this. Then ring you have seen. So here you will see the cylinder's body or surface, it is a curved, not like the rectangle, cube or cuboid. So that's why it is called curved surface area. That means the side areas. The formula is 2 pi r h. The value of pi you know, 22/7, or sometimes it will be mentioned that pi value you have to put 3.14. Then r means radius of the circular ring or pipe or the cylinder, and then h means height of the cylinder or height of the pipe. So here one thing you keep on your mind, sometimes while doing the sums you will see a long pipe and the length is given. So that length of the pipe and height of the pipe is same thing, remember it. Then comes total surface area. So for total surface area, the curved surface area plus area of the 2 circular parts, one top, one at the bottom. So the formula will be 2 pi r square into r plus h. Sometimes if it is one side open, one side closed, you have to find the area. So curved surface area plus 1 base area. So base area formula, area of a circle, one more you can write, area of a circle formula is pi r square, that you have to add. Okay, and then volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. Understood? Now comes right circular cone. Cone everyone you have seen, like joker's cap, birthday cap, in this way, tent, these are called cone. So here you will get one new thing, that is slant height L. This portion, slanting portion, that height is called slant height. So the formula to find the slant height is root over h square plus r square. H means height of the cone, r means radius of the cone, because its base is like a circle. That's why r is the radius of the circular base. Then comes curved surface area, side areas. Formula is pi r L. If L is not given, you have to find the L by using this formula. Then total surface area. Total surface means curved plus the base area, circular base area. So pi r into r plus L. Okay. Next, volume. Now here you will get one interesting thing, that the volume of a cone is formula is pi r square h by 3, and which is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder whose radius and heights are same. That means sometimes it comes, if radius and height of a cylinder and a cone are same, so what is the relation between their volume? So it is volume of a cone is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. Clear? Next comes the sphere means a solid ball, maybe iron ball, rubber ball, a solid ball, round shaped, that is called sphere. So here see, we have written the formula as surface area, means here there is no curved or total. If it is asked find the curved surface area of a sphere, this is the formula. Total surface area, this is the formula. If nothing mentioned, only surface area, this is the formula 4 pi r square. And then volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. And the last one is hemisphere. Hemisphere means half of the sphere. When a whole sphere is cut at the middle, at the center, then the shape formed. One side is semicircle like semicircle. So since it is a three-dimensional, so it is called hemisphere. Now here comes curved surface area. So this curved surface, because it is cut at the middle portion of the sphere, so it will be, curved surface area will be half of the sphere, area of the sphere. So that's why 2 pi r square. Then comes total, because when cut from the middle, a circular portion is left at the bottom of the hemisphere, this circular portion. So that's why total surface area will become 3 pi r square. That means curved surface area 2 pi r square plus 1 pi r square for the circular base. So that's why 3 pi r square. And then at last the volume. So this volume also will be half of the volume of the sphere. So that is, here it was 4 by 3. So half of 4 by 3 it will become 2 by 3 pi r square. Okay. So first of all, your job is you note it down, all the different formulas of different shapes, and then you go through the formula, and then your class assignment will be given accordingly. This. So step by step you have to do. Okay. Clear? Thank you.